Welcome back to Yoga Express. It's all about moving the body to still the mind. My name is Banu. I'm your host for this program. I'd like to reintroduce my crew again, Ehi Oviasu and Sergio Rivera, our director. Thank you so much for hanging in there, for putting up with us. We have a lot of fun right here on the mats, but I know it must be tough for you, so please feel free to stretch with us. Join us. Stretch in the control room if you wish. Now, we also have a visit in our control room. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to mention her name, but I will take a chance and just mention her first name, Maggie. Thank you for being there. I hope you're enjoying watching. Maggie is auditing our show today. To my right, we have Jacqueline Wright. Jacqueline is a fitness trainer for senior citizens, and Jacqueline teaches at
Lincoln Center Neighborhood Center.
Lincoln Neighborhood Center.
Lincoln Neighborhood Center.
There you go. You know where to reach her if you need her. All our credits will roll at the end of the show. To my left, we have Liha Mohammed. Liha, as I promised you in the last episode, Liha is a yoga teacher and she has promised to come back. She's back. So thank you, Liha. We want to tell our viewers before you take us into these knots, how can they reach you? I'm sure they'll want to be in touch with you. How can they reach you?
Check me out on Facebook.
Okay.
Pages Express Moon Yoga.
Express Moon Yoga on Yogaxpress. Thank you.
There you go.
So, Liha, what do you have planned with us? I know the last episode we actually closed with our legs out. What are you planning for us today?
Well, I like us seating right
Sure.
now.
Yeah.
I would love to ground our cores before we go into the next stage of our practice.
Okay.
And so if you can just rock from side to side, removing excess from your seats.
Oh, is
Yes.
that is
Yes.
that what I'm doing?
Yes,
Okay.
this is our excess.
It'll take me a lot longer. I've got a lot of excess.
Well, inhale and exhale. Pull in your belly button and feel a string all the way up to the top of your head. As you sit and relax your shoulders, placing your palms on top of your knees, facing up.
This is all part of your Goa training, huh?
Yes. On your next inhale, inhale your shoulders up to your ears. Exhale, let them roll behind. Inhale, pulling your shoulders up one more time. Exhale, letting them roll behind you. Inhale your shoulders up. Fold and roll them forward. Feel the drum as you inhale and roll forward, slowly inching your way down. Inhale, pulling your shoulders up and slowly folding forward, letting your hands walk out in front of you. Drifting your gaze to your mat and stretching your arms, your lower back, your buttocks, and your knees.
Wow, I feel the stretch on the side of my legs. Jacqueline, do you feel that?
My lower back,
And lower back as well. That's
my
right.
arms.
Beautiful breaths, ladies. Slowly begin to walk back and find your palms on your knees as you sit tall as the queens that you are on your mats. Inhale and exhale to the kings out there on their mats watching as well. Lift your left hand up and let your palm meet your right ear. On your exhale, slowly tilt your head to the left and release your right side into a stretch. Inhale and exhale here for another breath. And on your next inhale, release that left hand up to the ceiling. As you exhale to let it float down to meet your knee. slowly inhale your right palm up to the ceiling. Exhale that right palm to your left ear. Take a breath here. And on your exhale, tilt your head to the right as you stretch out your left side. Inhale and exhale here. On your next inhale, release that right arm up to the ceiling. As you exhale, letting it float down by your side. At this time, how do you ladies feel?
Feels good. I feel both my sides have stretched a lot. And you were talking about forward folds. I'm
Yes.
looking forward to that.
So now we're going to go on to our next phase. Just straighten out your legs in front of you. And then shake out your legs.
Feels good.
Yeah.
To release them, right?
Release it and just slowly massage your knees. After all the bending and all the sitting and twisting, release all that.
Something else I've noticed as we age, for you, you're still way off of that mark, but as I age, I feel sitting a long time with the knees bent, it's tough.
It's tough. I mean, I may be young, but I played soccer, so if there's any contact or action sports players out there, we do know we have tightness, we have strain, and we have a lot of tension. When you're ready, engage your ankles and flex your feet so that your toes are pointing straight up to the ceiling. Inhale once again, feeling that pinch in your belly button and that line going straight up to the top of your head. Exhale. Inhale both arms up and over your head. Exhale them, but when you let your hands fall, palms facing up, and just let your hands bend. So however you fold here, don't strain yourself, don't push yourself, just rest here. Keep your ankles engaged and your toes flexed. And slowly inhale to point your toes and send your arms straight up over your head. And then flex your toes and exhale your hands down by your sides. Inhale your right knee into your chest. And exhale, wrap your arms around that knee. And slowly just let your forehead meet your knee and take a bow. Releasing whatever chaotic thoughts may be clouding your mind. Inhale to lift your forehead off that knee. Exhale to pick up the sole of your right foot and place it on top of your left thigh. If you cannot put your right ankle on your left thigh, you can place it right below your knee as a modified position. You still get the same range of stretching. And now we're going to inhale our arms out.
For me.
Yeah, it feels better for me too. And exhale, try to grab your toes. Inhale here for 2 breaths. Slowly inhale, lifting your arms up to the ceiling. Exhale, placing your hands to reach your right ankle. Inhale, lifting it up just a little bit. Taking a breath here, flexing your toes up. Taking another breath to point them. And then slowly releasing it to meet your left leg. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, slowly come all the way back up, lifting those arms high. Exhale, bend that left knee. Wrap those arms around the knee. And take a moment as you exhale your forehead to your knee. Resting here for 2 breaths. Inhaling to clear the mind. Exhaling to hunger the mind. Inhale your forehead off your knee. Exhale, grab your left ankle and place it onto your right thigh, or again, if you would like to modify, just below the knee.
Interesting. This side feels a little better.
It feels a little better as if
This
you
side
can
is-
pull it a little
Right.
bit
Side is
more.
flexible.
It must be from the twisting and the other stretches.
That we did last
Mhm.
week.
Yes. Inhale your arms up. Exhale, fold forward and reach for your toes, your ankle, or your shin, wherever your fingertips fall. Inhale and exhale for 2 breaths. Inhale, slowly coming up, sending those fingertips high to the sky. Exhaling to grab that left ankle. Inhaling with every intention to lift it up off that ground. Inhale, flex those toes. Exhale, point those toes. And then breathe to release. Inhale to extend even higher. Exhale to fold forward, grabbing your ankles, your toes, or your shins. Inhale, slowly coming up with those arms up in the air. Exhale, let your hands float down by your sides. Ladies, how are you feeling?
Feels great.
Feels good, nice and
So
warm.
relaxing.
Very warming.
Yeah.
Can we get a little
Very
bit of
nice.
shoulder movement and just
Nice.
You know, sometimes when we're stretching, we feel committed to the next pose, but sometimes you just need
Forward
to feel
folds,
out your
yeah.
body.
Especially forward folds feel
Mhm.
amazing, right?
This is
Mhm.
good.
And yeah, let's just start engaging our legs
Feels so
again.
good.
Just shaking them out. And let us bring the soles of our feet together to our butterfly, our book, whatever you want to call it. Our feet are our book to our lives.
Oh, I like that. I like that.
So I like
call
to
it a
keep
book next
your
time.
pages open so that
Interesting.
when you get to the next chapter, you know where you come from. Everybody,
Nice. I like that. It's beautiful.
remember, the soles of your feet are the book to your mind. Here, inhale to straighten your hands and shift your back to that straight long line that you feel from your belly button. Not overexerting the arch and not contracting too much to slump over. Inhale and sit here pridefully. Exhale, slowly bending your elbows and just letting your chin fall to your chest. Keeping yourself open but half closed. Inhaling and exhaling to become more whole with yourself. Create a little bubble and a circle around your cocoon.
I like your choice of words. Cocoon, book. Wow. So poetic.
Thank you. And slowly take your next inhale to lift your head and your wings, or to turn the page wherever you may be in life. lift your right knee to meet over to your left as we just sit in the side. Twist like so. You want to shift all your weight to your left hip and use your left hand to support you in your back. Grab your right palm to meet your ankle and sit here for one breath as you open up your heart. And when you exhale, I want you to grab your toes and send it forward out to the side. And breathe.
That's the hard part, breathing.
Continue to just move your breath through every kink, knot, or painful area in your body, especially your leg. Slowly bend that knee and place it back down. Inhale to shift. Feel out your side, plant that right hand behind you. Intentionally place your left palm onto your left ankle. Open up your chest, pushing it out, taking 2 breaths. And inhale, grabbing your left toes to kick that foot out in front of you. Pull into that stretch. Inhale and exhale. Slowly bend that knee and just place your leg back down. Take a breath and slowly just lay down on your mat. Scooch up a little bit and lay down.
Let's do heads to the center.
Heads to the center?
Yeah, for
Heads
the
to the
camera's
center.
sake,
Okay, so we're
for
going to
privacy.
flip around this way. All the way around. And now we're laying on our backs. Knees bent. And just take 2 breaths here, feeling your back relax. Inhale both knees into your chest. Try to grab opposite elbows or extend to meet your wrists, forearms, and just slowly rock from side to side, releasing that lower back from folding forward. And let your knees fall over to your right side. As you send your left arm up and over your head, keeping your right arm bent, holding your left knee. Inhale and exhale here as you lengthen your side and also slowly, minorly twist the left side of your back. Inhale, both knees into your chest. Rocking over, letting your knees fall over to the left. Sending that right arm over your head. Placing that left palm onto your right knee. Elongating yourself through your fingertips. And breathing to engage your stretch. Take a breath as you lay here. Exhale, slowly rocking your knees back up, cradling your knees. Slowly extend your legs up, letting your hands fall down by the sides. Flexing your toes to your nose, pointing your toes to the sky. Opening up your feet like a book and then closing it shut, like the pages are finished. Slowly let your knees bend as you feel your breath fold as your knees are bending. Let's try that again. So inhale, straightening your breath out of your toes. Wow. If you can visualize that, and then inhale to shrink your breath as you bend your knees. Let your legs roll over to your right side as we lay here for just a moment, thanking ourselves for giving our bodies the chance to rest. On your next inhale, plant your left palm down to the ground and slowly push yourself up to a seated position. Sending your knees to the front of the room. Finding your bottom on your mat. And retaking your seat, but this time, I know we may have done crisscross legs before, Indian style, folded legs. But I would like us to try and maybe lift up, whether it is your left leg or your right leg, and just try to sit it on top of.
That's as far as it's going.
But it's good. So wherever it is, even if your legs are a little bit more open and not as close to the body, can send them out a little bit, but just place one leg that you feel needs a little bit more support on top of the other one. And take your last few breaths here. And Banu, I would actually like to ask you, you said you do pranayama breathing.
Yes, we would love to if you want to do a couple of different breaths right here.
I would
on
love
air.
to do some
Let's do
breaths
that.
right here. Can
Let's
you close
do
us
that.
out and
Sure.
take us
No,
through?
we can do the breathing right on air. Our
Okay.
viewers would love to
yeah,
learn
sure.
because
Yes,
we do
please.
have another couple of minutes. So
Okay,
that
so-
would be great.
Yes, can you lead us in
Sure. Would you
yes.
like? Oh, we'll
Okay,
do it
yes,
together.
sure. So-
We have 5 minutes. Perfect. We'll
Oh,
do
that's
about
excellent.
2 or 3 different breathing techniques
Yes.
then. All
Okay,
right.
good.
You can sit cross-legged, or if
Cross-legged,
you want
okay.
to sit this way. The reason I sit, and just so our viewers at home know as well, we all have different anatomical proportions. My legs are proportionately longer than my waist, so it's easier for me to bring the torso up when I'm sitting on my heels. For those of you at home who have a similar challenge, you may want to sit on your heels, but then other challenge is your ankles could hurt. So whatever feels comfortable, as long as you bring your hips above your knees. So folks at home, we're going to share a few breathing techniques, but before we move on, I'd like to thank Liha. Liha, that was an amazing workout. It felt so beautiful, such a
Yes.
lovely stretch, and your voice was so soothing, so relaxing. I thought we were going to go into yoga nidra. So we're not going to do that today because we're already totally relaxed, but this is a great way to end the program with some breathing techniques. And we've got about 3 minutes. So make a little telephone. Place thumb and index together. Place your left palm over your knee. And I'm sitting on my heels, so my palms are facing down. If you're sitting cross-legged, as Liha and Jacqueline, you can place your palms open. So that's Gyan Mudra and Chin Mudra. With your right hand, make a little telephone. So fold the middle 3 fingers in. Your ring, a little finger, and the thumb come out. Place the thumb at the base of the right nostril. Inhale, alternate nostril, Anulom Vilom. Inhale through the left. Place your little finger over the left nostril. Hold. And release the thumb. Inhale through the right. Place your thumb over the right nostril and hold. Release the little finger. We'll do 2 more rounds, but before we move on, just take your natural breath. But before we move on, I want you to understand why we do alternate nostril. When you inhale through the left nostril, you are energizing the right side of the brain, which is the artistic side. You inhale through the right nostril, you're energizing the left side of the brain, which is the logical and rational side. So you have logic, you have artistic. Not to say artists are not logical, but you have the side that's very creative and the side that's very practical. 2 more rounds of alternate nostril. Inhale through the left. Close the left nostril. Hold. And release the thumb. Exhale. Inhale through the right. Hold the right nostril. Release the little finger. Exhale. Before we do the third round, just keep in mind if you have any lung issues, you're prone to asthma, do not do the hold. For the rest of us, let's do a third round. Inhale. Holding can agitate us. Hold the little finger over the left nostril. Release the thumb. Second half of the last round, inhale through the right. Close with the thumb. Hold. Release the little finger. Exhale. We have about 1 minute left. I've already mentioned how Ujjayi is practiced, which is the kind of ocean breath through the back of the throat. We have the credits rolling, but I want to share one other breathing technique. Keep both your palms on your knees. Thumb and index can touch. Palms are open if you're cross-legged. Palms are down if you're sitting the way I am. It's called Shitali, and it's especially helpful during the summer months. Shitali is when the tip of the tongue touches the ridge of the inner teeth. I can sense Liha nodding her head, so you must have remembered this from your teacher training days. We don't seem to do that often enough. When the day is very hot, you're feeling thirsty, you want to create saliva. This is a great way to do that. Your mouth is all dry. Place the tip of the tongue on the ridge of the upper teeth. Inhale through the sides of the tongue like you've got a tube. Pull your tongue in, close your mouth and hold. Feel that cool air going down your spine, and then softly release through the mouth.
Okay, that's a wrap.
Thank you. But if you feel the cool air, feel free to do 2 more rounds, even though we're not in air anymore. It's a great way to create saliva. Pull your tongue in, close your mouth, and release. I love it, especially when I don't have access yet. Feels really good. The other thing is sometimes if you have sensitive teeth like I do, sometimes it